it's Jess from Meyer Hatchery, and I've noticed the temperature's changing a little bit out here, and I've also noticed there are a ton of feathers all around my coop. This only means one thing: fall molt has arrived. So here are some of the things that I'm doing to keep my flock nice and happy and healthy during the fall molt. The first thing that I'm doing is I am reducing stress. So I'm making sure not to make any big coop changes right now. I know winter's coming, but I wait a few weeks while everybody gets through their molt so they're not stressed or anything like that while they're going through that molt. The next thing that I'm doing is I'm supplementing their feed. So I may up the protein a little bit, or I'll offer them higher protein treats such as mealworms or little bits of scraps of meat, anything that's going to give them a boost while they're building those feathers. Another thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to not pick up my birds very much. They don't really love it when it's not molting season, but it's especially good not to touch them when they're molting because their feathers are coming in. It can be a little sore for them. If you push on those smaller feathers or the pieces that are coming through, it could just cause them discomfort. So you want to refrain from chicken cuddles during the fall molt. Another thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to make them some extra treats. So I will do things like scramble extra eggs, although because it is fall molt, you may notice that production has gone down a little bit. But if I have extra, I will give them some scrambled eggs or some hard-boiled eggs. Another thing that I'll give them is they really love sourdough discard. So if I have some sourdough starter discard left, I will give that to them, and they love that treat, and it's going to give them a little boost. Another thing that I like to do, and this works out really, really good, is I like to make them these peanut butter apples here. And all you need to do is kind of scoop out the center of an apple like I did here, and it makes it kind of like a little bowl. And then I'm going to fill that center portion with the chopped up apple pieces and other things that are going to give them protein. So I like to mix in peanut butter. My flock loves peanut butter, and you can adjust this to what your flock likes. But you can put peanut butter in there, a little bit of oats. Raisins are always a big win with my flock. Sometimes I'll have peanut butter, but then I'll put whole peanuts in there. Another kind of cool thing about this is you can use it as a vehicle for adding things like brewer's yeast or mealworms, or if you're giving them any supplements, you're going to know they're going to eat it because it's mixed in with that peanut butter. They cannot resist the peanut butter apples. So I make a lot of these during the fall, especially while we're going through our fall molt, and it kind of helps our flock and gives them a bit of a boost. The fall molt doesn't last too long, and our flock looks amazing after the molt. It's just giving them that boost during the time that they are molting. Why does our flock molt? Well, I think of it like my jacket. So I look at my winter jackets every year, and if they look a little kind of beat up or they're not fluffy anymore, I get rid of them and I get a new jacket. It's kind of like that for the chickens. They are getting rid of that old summer jacket, and they're getting a new jacket that's going to keep them nice and warm during the cold winter months. If you have any questions about fall molt, please let us know in the comments below. I've also left some links in the description below with some more tips when it comes to the fall molt. Well, I know my flock wants their treat, so I'm going to go give it to them. Thank you so much for watching.